We will be here forever. Do you understand? Forever. Forever and ever and ever and ever.
What's good, man? You checking live back into the motherfucking trap. You know who it is, your boy G5. I got Sue Young, Tasha P. Hey, yo, I got the big homie in the building. Yo, you see the big homie? Yo, what's good, bigger?
Just chilling, man.
Ah,
Good to be here.
It's nice to see you. Long time no see.
I see you all the time, but I see you on the gram. Huh?
No, I guess no love though. I
You be
guess
seeing
no
the
love.
naked pics on the gram
That's
too.
what it is. See,
oh,
Everybody loves
I'm missing the naked pics.
pictures.
Hold on. You got naked pics on the gram?
yeah, but it's not showing anything.
Okay,
It's just a tease.
Okay. But it ain't about you today. It's about the big homie. Yo, big homie. I heard you just flew in.
Yeah, I was out in L.A., man, you know, getting it in the Grammy weekend. It was cool.
You know what?
I
I
host a
just
few
was looking on
parties.
your page, showing your page love. I said, wait a minute, yo, you are always working, always working.
I know that shit was a frenzy.
Yeah, you know, working is like, I feel like if I stop and rest, I get old. You know, I'm in my 50s, so I got to basically like,
Oh, hold on.
you know.
Double salute. You heard that? Hey, yo, homie work 24/7,
All the time.
366. And he just told me he was in his 50s. Now, for you young boys out there that don't want to put in the work, man, y'all
They
got to
got
do
no-
some investigating. Y'all got to do some research. Bigger. We only got a couple minutes with you, right? And it's a lot to run through. But, man, just give them a little rundown of who Bigger Rankin is, what Bigger Rankin does, and things like that.
Well, but you know, basically, I'm a Jamaican. I came to the United States 1976, lived in Chicago, moved to Florida, you know, moved around and everything. And this music thing started where a friend of mine's, we was in high school together in Chicago, and I was rapping on the mic doing some reggae thing, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, one night I was on the mic, and it just felt like I energized the crowd more, introducing everybody. So I just pick up that part of it and went to the DJ part of it, and it's history since then, man.
Yo, you see that? It's just like somebody told me earlier. He said, yo, like I came to Atlanta, and I came to Atlanta as a photographer. And then I went from photography, I was cutting people hair. Hey, yo, Unc, do you remember that? Unc is the first one that paid me $100 for a lineup.
Word.
On some real G. Yo, for
You
real.
can cut.
That's real.
You can cut.
Yeah.
You don't gotta
I'm
vouch for
not
him,
called the
but-
shameless plug for nothing, B.
Oh,
I can do, if put it like this. If you can conceive it, and I believe that I can profit from it, I'm gonna achieve it. Straight
no
jack.
doubt.
No, for real. So like, I understand that, and yeah, that's dope though, bigger.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for like 29 years, you know. Next year it'll be 30 years I've been doing it. And I feel like I learn something every day. Most of the people that fail in this game is the people that think they know it all. Because every day you learn, even from the younger generation, you learn from them. So as long as you're willing to embrace change, you're always going to excel. But if you don't embrace change, you're not going to excel. Because back in the days, you had a big brick phone. Now you got a smartphone that you can just talk into and everything is done. I mean, you just got to embrace change.
That's
Can't
real.
hate it. And
That's like,
When I met you, you was giving me some
that's a
good
jewel.
advice, some positive, uplifting advice, some real stuff, real shit.
But being older, knowledge is like, it's like wine. You know what I'm saying? The older it get, it better it is. But you got a lot of older people who still preach bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, so
Ain't
basically,
no lie.
if you got a girl that's younger than you, and she with you, it's not just for show. You got to teach her about life. So when she break up with you, or y'all break up or whatever, she goes somewhere else, man. Like, she done learn from the best. You know what I'm saying?
A1.
So your resume is always there. You feel me? So a lot of people look at in this music game. I break a lot of independent artists because that's what builds you. A lot of guys, I can't break Ludacris record. I can't break Jesus record no more. They're already there. They got A&Rs and all those people who make sure that record is good before it leaves. So you got to get out here and get behind somebody who really got talent. and break them. And you know, I've done it for so many years. But I won Record Breaker of the Year for like 18 years in a row. I got 51 different awards. You know what I'm saying? And, and basically, I'm still doing it to get an award.
Okay.
You feel me? Because I got 71 DJs that's in my clique that's under me, and I got
that's worldwide or just nationwide?
Worldwide. I mean, they're everywhere, and I got like 26 team members, which is mostly women. The women kind of outwork the guys sometimes because women always feel like they got to go harder for you to recognize what they doing. So, man, everybody we touch, like, you know, we just touched the Lucha project, and you see what we did. Lucha's out of here already, you feel me? Sly Glizzy, we jumped on the project, Puma, 2 Chain, everybody who we mess with, Young Dolph, you know, and I take them out, you know, do listening sessions and do different things with them so people can touch them. Because it doesn't matter how great you is on the internet. If 5% of DJs ain't playing your record, you still ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
You know, so you still got to go out there and touch these people, hug these people, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
And let these people know you one of them. Because everybody got, you know, you might pull up somewhere and a bunch of DJs in the room and be like, hey, man, I just got sued for child support. It's a DJ over in the corner. His child support might be $10 a week. Yours might be $10,000. But he feel like you both the same. Now you can talk together. And most of these management, what they do, they grab these artists and they get one song and they moved up so hard. Like, they don't do the small cities no more. They don't do no meet and greet, so they get away from the people. So what you become, instead of having fans, you're having likes.
Yeah.
So you might post a picture and you get 200 likes.
It's not organic though.
Yeah, but the likes is for like the shoes, the hat you're wearing, and all that. Not your music. When you post your music, you get 300 likes. Yeah. So that shows you, you know what I'm saying, is
the difference.
You don't have any fans. You just have likes.
Okay.
You know,
some of the projects you working on right now.
You know, we in Good Life. We got a compilation coming out. Then Issa got his stuff coming out. Front them got a compilation coming out.
Shout out to Good Life.
I got Skrill. You know, that's my main little dog right there. We got another new project coming out. I'm working something new with Shy Glizzy that we're working on. The Lucha project is still going right now. I got Junior Boss from Alabama. I'm getting on his stuff. I got a ton of stuff. If I ain't got a lot of stuff going on, I feel like I'm losing or something.
Okay.
You know,
do you still write music? Because you started off and you said, yo, man, I just rap, do the reggae thing. Do you still write music like a hobby?
I get in, I kind of help, like, put hooks together.
Okay.
I help put some verses together to where it makes sense. Like, me and him was just listening to a song right now. We might hear something in the song and be like, oh, we got to go back in and change that.
Okay.
Because
executive production.
You want that delivery to be right. Because some people that been through hell, whenever you rap about struggle, you can't play with those words because people who've been through it, they know that's wrong. People who sell drugs, when you rap about drugs, you got to place all your words right and everything, because people who did 10 years, they're mad because you're not saying it right. Like, you know, I did 10 years so you can talk about this lifestyle.
That's trap shit.
But you're not talking about it right because I did 10 years so you can talk about it. You're not talking about it because you did 10 years. I did 10 years so you can talk about trap music, man. Talk about it in the trap or whatever. You're not saying it right. So you need to talk to somebody. Let somebody sit down and talk to you. You just fabricating something you don't know.
Yeah, they going off of stories they heard, must have read.
But
see, I asked you that, right, because I got a mixtape coming out. It's called G5 featuring everybody. And I want you to rap on it. I want you to do something different that you ain't never did on nobody else's joint.
Be honest with you, my dog. I'm like a prophet, you know. I kind of like basically do intros.
Yes, okay. And he kills that shit. I was there live. I seen that shit. I
already know.
To the max turn.
Because your intro, everybody asks me how come I do these big intros, even the Lucha thing. Like, if you look on Twitter every day and Barry from New York, be quoting what I says on it. Like I said, big. You know, you can't cheat the grind. You're only gonna get what you put in. And I
seen that on your page.
I let people know that the grind is gonna keep these niggas honest, really, because you can't cheat it. But at the same time, I came from an era where I learned how this introduction thing, like I can introduce you to come on stage and you ain't even got to rap because the introduction's so crucial. Like they'll just look at you
they
and
just start clapping.
You feel me? Because I learned from like watching them Romans movie to back in the days when the gladiators and all that stuff. You know, there was, you know, the person who introduced them, that was that was it. You know, like if you ever watch a gladiator, the person that introduced him to go in there, that's it. That introduction is perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I kind of got mine from. That's where I got my swag from.
All right.
It might sound kind of corny, but you know.
Nah. Everybody got their niche, and what works for you might not never work for nobody else in the history of this business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we're never gonna see Michael Jordan again. We might see elements of Michael Jordan, but we're not gonna see Mike again. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely understand. Like, everybody finds their niche, man. You know?
And that's real, man.
Yeah, but I appreciate you coming up here dropping jewels. Like, for real.
Hey, man, we got some, you know, like I said, I never really want to be with no independent label, because a lot of independent labels, they just get fed up real fast. Like, man, this is taking too long. These rappers are too ungrateful, and they just quit. So that's why I work for big labels for a long time. But, man, Good Life got a special thing. Like Unc is like one of the coolest dude I ever met in my life.
Yo, big shout out to Unc, man.
You know,
for real. And the whole Good Life music group.
Team.
And Issa, man. Issa is so crucial, man. Okay. You know.
I got a question for you. Like, why don't you weigh on the 360 deals for our viewers out there in Trap Nation, man? Because I got a lot of independent artists that watch the show, and they thrive off the input that people give and deliver to them. So, like, you know, if you can give us the pros and cons and give us a little bit of information about maybe how BIGGA feel.
To me, about a 360 deal, it just depends on how you go into a 360 deal. See, you might have an artist that belongs to you, and you go sign a 360 deal. It's kind of cool. But sometimes artists be signed to 3-4 people. A 360 deal, they got to charge so much money because everybody want their cut.
Okay.
But what you got to understand, records don't sell like it used to anymore. The label don't owe you anything. So if they're going to come in now, they're coming as a partnership now. Because records are not selling, so they want a piece of the show money. That's merchandise, place, you know. That's the only place where the money coming from.
Exactly.
You feel me? So a 360 deal to me, man, it just depends on how it's structured. Just like anything in life, a relationship, whatever. If it don't have a good structure, it's gonna fail. So 360, a lot of people got 360 deals and having a ball, making a lot of money. A lot of people, a lot of these guys, they really just be so eager. So he'll sign to you, then he'll sign to Unc, then he'll sign to her. If you're getting $5,000 a show, by the time the piece go to the label and go to everybody else, man, he probably get $500-$600 because he just can't wait.
And he can't be mad because he put himself in that situation,
in that position,
and it's business.
So the 360 deal to me is just how it's structured. You know, it just got to be structured right. And a lot of people jump in this game, man. You got to save your money. You got to cut down on your click. You got to cut down on your spending, because whenever you start earning money, you got to save it.
Exactly.
It's just not gonna stay. I don't give a damn how much money you got.
Exactly.
If you don't save it, ain't nothing gonna be there later on.
You gotta have something for a rainy day. If you don't put a little bit away, you never have nothing. Hey, BIGGA, let Trap Nation fans know, because they ain't my fans, because they ain't up here to look at me and Fat Boy. You see Fat Boy in here, and they all viewing in. They looking at Sue Young and Tasha P. Straight up. Let Trap Nation know, man. Let the people with the Trap Radio TV know where they can reach out to you, where they can follow you, know what I'm saying, where they can holler at you and things like that.
But basically, man, you know, you hit me on my Twitter and my Instagram is the same, BIGGA Rankin 00. Same thing with Facebook. But you know, I got a phone number which is 770-363
that is
0748. Now this phone rings all the time.
That is real.
Everybody call this number. This number is like 15 years old. Everybody calls this number. If I don't answer it, I have some other people that answer it too. But you know, people call just for advice sometime.
A lot of people about to be calling you now.
You know,
everybody.
Yo, you gonna have every independent artist that's logged in right now, like that. Yo,
from before.
I mean, that's just my number that everybody calls. I do have another phone.
Okay, I didn't know.
You won't get that number.
I do answer.
That's the back phone.
I do answer it, man, because you know, like I tell my old lady every day, you get 100 calls, 98 is window shoppers, but 2 is the money, but you don't know which 2.
Exactly.
So
ratio game. Yo,
great way to put it.
Yo, the analogy was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. He said 98 of them is going to be window shoppers. 2 going to buy. Money. But you don't know what 2. That's big.
Only in the trap.
Only in the trap where you get this, man. Like I said, yo, y'all got to always follow what we got going on, because you don't never know who's going to walk through the door. Everybody comes to the trap This is where hip hop is. This is where the culture is. And I'm saying we bring you advice, we bring you politics, we bring you religion, we make you laugh. And I'm saying you get to send pictures to Sue. Like where else? Like
I'm still waiting on my pictures. I never got any in my email. What's
I
up?
got plenty. I'll share with you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Snapshots, all that stuff.
See, you know
I
what
don't
it
got
is?
Snapshot, but
See,
send me the
you know what it
pictures.
is? You open on the show, right? So people want to vibe with you. You have a halo over your fucking head.
Not even. I
Like-
just was keeping
like-
it to a minimum. and you
No,
want me
she's
to
a
turn
nun.
up.
She is a nun.
She's a nun. She comes up here and becomes a nun. Then off scene, she want to turn up.
Bigga, how do you
Stop
feel?
it.
How do you feel about women getting their hymen fixed?
That's the
I
issue.
said I would do
there
it.
we go.
I said I would do it. I would like to be a virgin.
Yeah. There you go, Tasha.
Oh damn.
Yeah, we were talking about hymen restoration earlier.
Hey man, keep it flowing, man.
That's what I said.
Well, if it don't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know, God put women out here to reproduce.
I
man.
just want to know
Don't
the
mess
process.
that
I'm
up.
gonna find. I'm gonna do my research.
The process is they gonna sew you back up somehow, man, and give you a cherry again.
Oh wait, no. See, I didn't know the process.
As long
I
as
didn't-
it's been tampered with, it's tampered.
That's it.
You can't go back
The
and
seal's
fix
broke.
it. As long as the
The
seal
seal
is
broke.
broke,
They broke the
That's
seal.
it.
it's broke.
Damn.
But breaking the seal is a good thing, though.
Yeah, breaking the
It's
seal
a
is always
real
a
good
good
I just
thing.
said, fuck that.
It's
I'm
not a
about to-
bad thing.
Sprinkles. Once
Okay.
you pop, the fun don't stop.
Hey.
Hey, yo, you know what, Tasha? You know what? Yo,
I can't look at Tasha the same
you
ever,
gotta put.
ever.
Yo, listen.
Ever.
You gotta put her on that side. You gotta sit over here. We gonna turn up. Nah, for real. But yo, bigger man, yo, we appreciate you coming, man. Come fuck with us in the trap, man. At the end of the day, you know, everybody comes to the trap. Yo, Unc, once again, big shout out to Good Life Music Group. We've been A1 since day one. You can follow G5 at IM_G5 on Twitter and Instagram. Like I said before, if you follow me or
On
try to
Facebook.
follow me on
Yeah.
Facebook, I do not accept nobody because I think everybody's a motherfucking stalker. Know what I'm saying? That's a personal page. Go into Lambo.
No.
Follow me on Instagram, y'all, at SU3, on my Instagram and my Twitter at SU3_YUNG.
You can follow me, official Tasha P, on the gram and on Twitter.
And you can follow us at The Trap.
Radio 1. Hey, yo, and my homie Fat Boy ain't here, but you can follow at him. Follow at him.
Follow
the
him at
Fat Boy.
the Fat Boy.
The
Fat Boy.
Fat Boy.
The Fat Boy.
Wait, I'm sitting in Fat Boy's
THE.
seat. I gotta say like
She's
Fat
sitting in
Boy
his high
said.
chair.
Follow me on the gram and on Twitter at the Fat Boy. TheFatBoi.
Yeah.
How you said that?
Oh, she laid down. I like that.
That's exactly how he
That
do
was
it.
cool.
Hey, yo, and make sure you go get the app, man. Download it. We up here always Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.